Greetings on Thursday, January the 21st. I have been spending my day kind of preparing for this storm that they say is coming. Right now, well, it was a clear day today. It was actually very pretty, but it was still kind of chilly. There's Avery. Avery just had her dinner. So we didn't even take a real long walk today. Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I hate that. But I got a delivery of wood, and so I moved some wood around, but I brought a bunch of wood in this morning, and then because I showed you my wood pile the other day, I have to show you what I did today. He delivered the wood while I wasn't here, so I'm not sure. I think I got the old wood because you want to use the old one first. It's getting cold really fast. So there's my new pile, and then I made a little pile right here so that if the snow comes, I don't have to traipse all the way over there. And check this out. So I had the tarp over the wood that was still there, and it rained and snowed a little bit, like 3 or 4 days ago. That's a chunk of ice. Check it out. That's a chunk of ice that was still frozen in there. There's still bits of snow here and there. Anyway, so I can just come out my back door and bring in wood. I don't know, they've been hyping up this storm, so who knows what it's going to be, how it's going to end up being. But, that's okay. So I did that, and I did a little bit of extra shopping, grocery shopping, because I just wanted to have a couple extra things in, and it wasn't bad in the stores where I went today. And I had to get extra candles, and one of the 2 scented candles that I got at Bed Bath & Beyond, it's a cinnamon scent. I guess it must have been for Christmas, and when I bought it, it was like $3. So that was cool. And those roses that were wilting the other day continue to wilt, but they look really pretty, sort of dried, and on my my glass plate. And these were actually filled votives that I bought at World Market, and I cleaned out the excess wax that was left at the bottom, and tea lights fit in them just right. And I got my snow shovel and my leaf blower. I put them right back here. If the snow is dry and light enough, I might just be able to blow it off the walkways. But it's going to be hard to tell just yet exactly what's going to happen. But it was a beautiful day, but it was pretty chilly out, and then it didn't feel so chilly. And then when I was out again, it felt like it was getting really cold fast. And the galoshes I ordered were the wrong size. The box said 9, but the shoes were 6, so there was some lack of quality control. But I went to DSW and I found, I like these a lot. Let me get them in the light so you can see them. I found these boots. I like them even better than the red ones. The red ones I put in for an exchange, but I may send those both back because I don't think I'll need 2 pairs of boots. And I have some salad made. I went on and I got really good bread from Sub Rosa Bakery, and I think I'm going to have some tomato soup, just some Trader Joe's tomato soup because I'm going to be lazy tonight. Tomato soup with some really good bread and some smoked salmon on my salad, and maybe a little bit of cheese. But before that, I was going to make a Manhattan with Nocello. So typically a Manhattan has bourbon and vermouth and some bitters, but I use, I substitute half the vermouth with Nocello, because Nocello is a walnut liqueur, so it gives it a really nice nutty flavor. And I got some more cherries, that's right. I was out of my cherries, and one of the stores I went to didn't know for sure whether they have them or not, but you can get maraschino cherries that don't have any dye in them. So, you're going to focus on that or not? Whoop, there we go. So I'll show you how I make this. It's not really any different than a regular Manhattan. Whoop, sorry about that. Okay, because I'm being lazy. So again, it's going to be a stirred cocktail. Oh, I have to get a little glass for it too. So I'm going to get some ice to stir the alcohol over. And where's my measurer? I thought I put it out. There it is. Because I'm cheap, and so I got this really cheap little measuring thing, and it works just fine for my half-assed bartending. Now, I've had Manhattans. I think I had a Manhattan once, and they served it over ice. I don't like them over ice. It just tastes wrong. Chill my glass. This is not the best way to chill a glass, but I do it this way because particles of ice get left. But anyway, so, what kind of bitters do I want to use? I think I will use some rhubarb bitters with it. That sounds good to me. So it's very simple. It's just 2 ounces of the bourbon. And I haven't had a cocktail for a couple of days, so it's not like, I feel like every time I'm making a video now I'm doing cocktails, and I don't drink them that often. Not that there's anything wrong with having a cocktail every day. I'm just weird that way. So, usually you'd use an ounce of vermouth to 2 ounces of the bourbon. So I'm using a ½ ounce of the vermouth and a ½ ounce of the Nocello. I really like the Nocello. I really like the nutty flavor that it gives the Manhattan. And then, let's see, yeah, let's use a couple. Ooh, that's got a really nice kind of herbally sort of fragrance. Okay, and then stir it. Again. Oh, that's nice. Wow. I'm doing real well there. I don't know how long. I read someplace 20 seconds, but 20 seconds doesn't seem nearly long enough. So tomorrow, it'll be interesting to see how much snow we actually get. They're saying it might do snow, and then sleet and freezing rain, and then snow again. Things are going to be pretty icy because it's been very cold. I read that up around DC last night on the highways, sounds like it was an absolute nightmare because some of them were not treated, and people were sliding into one another, and people were stuck on the highway for like 6 hours trying to get home. Oh, just sounds terrible. And then we just pour it into our glass. One of my little consignment shop finds here. I like this. And then one cherry on top. Let's see here. That's small cherry. There we go. There's the Manhattan with no cello. It's on. So I sort of abruptly finished up my little cocktail recipe there because I got a phone call. And I was, oops, why is that doing that? I was sipping my cocktail as I talked on the phone. And now it's time to pull all the curtains and shades. And yeah, so I will keep you all informed as to the goings on tomorrow and the storm. There's the rest of my cocktail. There's Avery. Avery. Oh my goodness, it feels good to be by the wood stove, doesn't it? I haven't turned my thermostat back up. I usually turn it back up around 6 in the evening to more like 67 or so. It's not going on too much, which is good, but it's quite chilly out. So yeah, so I will I'll give you updates on the winter storm, whatever they're calling it, Jonas. It's like, why Jonas? I have no idea. And that's all. All right. Bye.